Hi, I like to crochet, but I'm a frustrated lefty. A pattern that I recently got was from anniescatalog.com. It's called the Springtime Floral Doily. I recently tried making a springtime floral doily for my mom as a birthday gift. She's 84 and she doesn't need a lot of knickknacks, but I was struggling to come up with an idea for a birthday. So I had purchased a pattern from anniescatalog.com called Springtime Floral Doily. I thought it would be a great idea for the springtime, and it wouldn't have to be something she could keep out year-round, just sort of a seasonal decoration. And I had purchased her a candle at Christmas time, and my thought was that she could put it around her candle. Now the skill level on the pattern says that it is intermediate, but don't be intimidated because I do not have a great range of skills. I find it a little frustrating sometimes being left-handed with pattern directions because they're made for more of a right-handed person, but it is doable. And don't be intimidated, even though it says intermediate. The pattern looks complicated. It's not. It's pretty simple. It's just getting the first few rounds started. But I did find the very first round, round one in the directions, I had some problems getting started. Once you get started, it's fine. It rolls along pretty smoothly. So the reason why I thought this might be a good idea to share this with you was I had made this pattern twice, once for my mom and a second time just this past week for my sister. She had her 60th birthday. But each turned out differently because of the way that I started that round one and round two. So I just wanted to share with you the difference. This was the one I made for mom, and it's the very first one I made. And if you can see here on the doily, the stitches, this circle here where it's open in the center is your round one, and the stitches are very close to this string. This one was started out the correct way. The second one I made, I goofed up big time, and I'll talk to you about that in just a moment. But the key thing about starting this first round is that you need to know the triple crochet stitch. And there's actually a lot of great resources. There's books. However, what I find comes in pretty handy is if you have a cell phone with capability to search the internet, just search triple crochet stitch. And several sites come up. The very first one that came up was from the lionbrand.com catalog under their Learn to Crochet. And another good one was dummies.com. They show you step by step. They number your first few chain stitches, and that's a great one. But I've done this before, so I just wanted a handy reference, and I like this one because it was all in one paragraph rather than flip through several screens. Links will be down below. So the key to the first round was, it said with the thread, which is a size 10 cotton crochet thread. Now, if you've never used this before, it can be a little frustrating because it's very thin. Even though it's cotton, it's still a little silky. And compared this to a worsted weight or a thicker yarn, it's hard to get a good grip on it. So, and then you use a much smaller, finer hook. I don't know if you can tell or not, but this is a size 7 or 1.65 millimeter steel crochet hook. There's hardly any little hook on this. So with your normal crochet hooks in the larger sizes, it's easier to catch onto it, but this one, the thread slips very easily off the hook. So it's frustrating, but you can do it. It's doable. So the first thing you want to do is you want to chain 4. Now you don't want to make with this thread, it's easy to make a very tiny chain to start out, don't make it too tiny of a chain because you're going to have to work into the fourth chain from the hook. And so if you do it too tight, it's almost like trying to work into a knot. So make sure you leave at least that first one a little big. So you insert the hook, yarn over once, pull up the loop, and then yarn over the first two loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the next two loops on the hook, yarn over, and then pull through the final two loops, leaving one loop on the hook. Now, that's my first triple crochet, and the pattern is chain 4 triple crochet. So I'm just going to chain 4. You need to work your triple crochet into the very first chain that you've made. Thanks for sharing your time with me here at the Frustrated Lefty. If you'd like to see part 2 of the Springtime Floral Doily tips, please feel free to subscribe.